Okay, so this video is important. Keep in mind they're changing the sound of my voice. This is about the stabbing in Old Sacramento. It happened about 3 in the morning. It was on Front Street and K Street, and it's connected to the stabbing of Madison. Mad Eye Son. This female who was stabbed by an ex-boyfriend. And these things center around me, and it has to do with the Bible. It has to do with Proverbs 30 verse 4. Okay, because the governing class is lashing out because they have certain complexes, right? Inferiority complexes. I'm not trying to insult them in this video, though I am mad at them, and I insult them often. I'm just trying to give the facts here. Okay. What happens is that God chose a warrior, right? The Lord is a warrior, Exodus 15:3. Isaiah 42:13, Psalm 18, and Psalm 19 make it clear that God chose a warrior. Psalm 89 says God flat out anointed a warrior. So David is superimposed on the idea of the Royal African Falcon top martial artist of the time, and the idea of building the martial arts spirit of God over time that pinnacles with me. And my top martial arts challenge makes it clear. So obviously I'm not wrong, because I have a top martial arts challenge that goes back to 2013. 2013. This year in December it will be 13 years. About a decade and a third. That's a long time. It's a long time to challenge 8 billion people, okay? And I lived in the state with the most martial art schools of any state in America. So again, California has the most martial arts schools of any state, and America has the most martial arts schools of any country in the world. So I made my top martial arts challenge. For many years there, I didn't leave California until December 29th, I believe it was, 2025, which is 9 days more than 12 years. After I made the original challenge, I made another challenge before that in 2012. And I'm here in Michigan, and because I got the message out to the extreme, I even have bumper stickers, I have videos showing the bumper stickers, okay, it made it clear that I accomplished what no martial artist ever could dream of. I challenge everyone on the planet at the optimum place to challenge them during the information age, when there's over 8 billion people on the planet. Now think about, 4,000 or 5,000 years ago, a time where there were no computers, telephones, what have you. Traveling was minimal, right? There's no planes, no motorized boats. Okay, people couldn't get the message out very well. I've gone far beyond every challenge out there, and I strike at world record speed, and logic would tell you it defaults with me because I have more heart than everyone else. The word heart is a play on words for he art. What is he art? The war art, martial art, mind, body, soul, and spirit. Other people are even afraid to make these arguments, much less make these arguments pointing to themselves while making a challenge where they offer people $50 just to show, pay nothing if they lose. And if I'm compensated, I believe the last time I raced it was $100 million, because the government owes me billions of dollars when you consider what's going on here and all the persecution that I've endured and all the companies and groups that are involved. Multiple states now. Now the state of Michigan is also involved, what have you. So what does the stabbing have to do with me? Well, first of all, I used to live in California, right? The stabbing was in Sacramento. Secondly, I have dozens and dozens of videos that show very open and shut connections. And I have 23 witnesses on record to the psychological operation against me, which makes it clear that I'm telling the truth, that the evidence clearly points at this is what's going on here. Why run a psychological operation on me for years for no reason? And what exactly are you doing? What they're doing is they're persecuting the top martial artist ever possible. I'm not some regular person they're experimenting on. I'm the son of 2 doctors, and my father's a brain surgeon and I have a college degree. So why choose me? Well, they chose me because I'm the top martial artist, and martial is marital scramble, and I, Christ, and the bridegroom, the Son of God. The miracles in the Bible are figurative. So once you accept that truth, you see that it's very easy to know that these attacks and mass shootings center around me, as we see that the occult and satanic expression in America is at an all-time high. Not just because of the population being at an all-time high, but because we see their expression. They shamelessly reveal themselves as occultists. So let me finish this video by reading the last 3 verses in the last chapter in Proverbs. And Proverbs is a book in the Bible to help you understand the other books of the Bible. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Honor her for all that her hands have done, and let her works bring her praise at the city gate. So the woman could be a group of people, a nation of people. It could be a woman. And notice it's talking about works. And in James it says faith without works is dead. And earlier in the chapter it said, a wife of noble character who can find, she is worth far more than rubies. What makes her noble? That she has faith to the point where she does the works of God. What's the difference between that and the prostitute? The prostitute doesn't have faith to the point where she does the works of God. She doesn't do the works of God. Well, these people were stabbed, and they're saying, hey, to stop putting them on Front Street. So they're occultists who are aware of street sayings, and putting someone on Front Street basically means putting them on blast, putting what's going on blast. And the K means killing, like BK, CK, right? The street terms, where the K means killer or killing. So they say to stop putting things on them on blast. And the Madison, who was stabbed in a recent video that I came across, she was stabbed 17 times by her ex-boyfriend, including in the spinal cord, and they've partially crippled me over the years. But if I'm allowed to recover, okay, if they stop fuming and poisoning me every day, I could easily beat anybody. So people rally to me. It's easy, very easy to expose what's happened here, very easy to make it so I'm in good enough health to where I could finish my challenge. You might have to make it to 5 instead of 10, okay? Might very well cripple myself beating the first challenger, okay? But it's so important to me to do God's work that I'm willing to sacrifice everyone on the planet, including myself, and die the most painful way possible. That's why the symbol of the Son of God is Christ on the cross in Christianity, because I'm willing to die the most painful death. And like David going after the Philistines, I'm willing to massacre all the enemies of God. Though I'm not some mass shooter, not a terrorist, not a radical, okay? I speak openly, and I do things within the boundaries of universal pinpoint and moral precision. So as you all cheat me out of my right to lead, it's stupid for them to cite people being stabbed as the reason why they think that I should stop. I shouldn't stop doing the work of God no matter what, much less because you're stabbing rebels. So who is the devil punishing? Just like he's punishing in popular culture, he's punishing the enemies of God first and foremost. You people made a deal with the devil. He's laughing at you, and he's raping and killing and starving your family members, your distant family members, what have you. He's abusing them in various ways. Rich people are sacrificing their family members in various ways. Okay? It's straightforward. I urge you all to rally to me. I often make speeches at a park on Pierce in Wiltshire in Southfield, Michigan. I don't go there on any consistent time because I get fumed and poisoned and noise harassment, and they interfere in various ways. But if you really try hard, you can find me. And worst come to worst, you could put a sign on the pole that tells me where you want to meet me.